I just got back from an event yesterday, and up in the province of Alberta, north of
Okay.
Calgary. Fantastic event. I know you've worked in financial services, and it's a little bit different than your previous organization and the one now, where they go out to these really remote,
Mhm.
incredibly beautiful places. What struck me at this event, that I've seen the transformation, because I've been attending and providing keynote speakers for this event for the last 15 years, maybe 16 years, I think. There was the middle day. It was a three night event. No meetings, no panel discussions, no breakout sessions, no CEO, no keynote speaker. I'm not saying it's totally new right now, but it's something that's been
It's
occupying
trending.
meetings where attendees have been asking for more time. As a meeting professional, I see them. We have to provide content. We have to provide value. And we got to put
Yeah.
a panel in, or at least before breakfast, before they go off and scuba dive or play golf or go on a walk in the woods or something. We have to, take care of a sponsor that has a session or something like that. I've seen meeting planners holding on to that and then slowly letting
Yep.
go, right? But I'm going to land this
Well,
plane in a minute. Go ahead. What were you going to
okay.
say?
Yeah. Because I have, and that's why I was like, it goes back to the very beginning of our conversation. You have to go out and experience it.
That's right.
Because if you sit in a conference and you are back to back, you are done by 3:34. You do not want to go to another session.
Right.
You just, you're either
Right.
tired, you need to recharge, you need to check your email
Yeah.
because this isn't vacation.
Yeah.
So I think, again, that kind of goes back to, I love that they're doing
Yeah.
that, but sorry,
No.
to interrupt.
It's totally in line with, and I heard you, and I kept going. It's exactly right. And you want the event to be an experience that's regenerative, dare I say educational, dare I say transformative, meaningful connections, all these ideas that meeting professionals really glom onto in the positive sense of the word. 14, 15, 16 years at this event, the evening event, which everybody did come back together. There was a small local band, and there was the local cuisine and everything. I had never seen a spark and a glow and a burst of energy from some people. Stayed on property, went to the spa, hung out, and just looked at the beautiful surroundings. Some went and went fishing. Some went bike riding. It was almost like this liberation of energy. But I'm going to land the plane because I want to take it one step further. Event professionals really grab onto the word, and we've heard it from guests here. Annette Gregg, who now is at Society of Incentive Travel Excellence, or Jesse States, who's at Meeting Professionals, or Julius Solaris. So many of the meeting professional industry leaders like you, Courtney, use the word experience. And my caution here, I don't know if it's a caution, but I'd love to get your thoughts on this. And I have said this before with other guests. Is it just the experience to go out and say that I was in the Canadian Rockies fly fishing, and you can go back at the evening cocktail and show your pictures, and that's it, and move on? Or is it what it took for you to have that experience, the producing at the level where you came on this incentive trip or were rewarded for your efforts? You've never fished in your life before. You had to overcome all these personal anxieties and fears. You're more of an introvert, to go out into a group. You met people that you never would have met before. I think that those, while I'm going to use the word ancillary, or those products of having the experience, is really what it's about, and not the experience. It's like the experience is the vehicle, but really what you get it by doing the experience is really the reward. Does that communicate?
Yeah, I think that it definitely does. And I think what it comes down to is, how you're designing it, because you can design an experience wherever. I feel, it could be in your backyard, or it could be, as you said, in this experience in Canada, and realizing that not everyone is going to want to enjoy that same fly fishing experience. But at the end of the day, again, it comes back to evoking some emotion that's going to evoke some change. So that emotion could be too that they attended this event and they felt special, or that they got a taste of the city. I think a lot of events, people think that travel can be so glamorous, but really, you're in, you're out, you see the airport, you see the hotel, you see the other people of your thing. So I think that, I really challenge planners, and I've even been doing that like myself. So how can we bring that experience of that city that they're in within the event.
Yeah.
And it, again, like it doesn't have to be huge. We were just in Cincinnati last year, and for our happy hour, they're known for their craft beer and their whiskey. So we did a beer and wine pair. We did a beer and food pairing tasting, but we also had non-alcoholic options too. So like it was kind of cool that people could go, they could taste these pairings like around the hall, and they could talk about it to people too. Oh, I really like that taste. Oh, I really like that bite with it. Oh, it changed, when I tasted it together. Oh, I really don't drink. I'm going to try this one. So, again, like it evokes something where it's like, you feel cool because you're trying something different. You can talk about it with other people. So I think that it just kind of goes down to, again, that experience. You can create it anywhere. It's really how you design it as well to have that experience.
Yeah. I agree. And, that's where the art of the design and putting yourself in their shoes and attending all these events comes.